Morning, guys. Welcome to Kalpa, and we are almost ready to leave for Spiti finally after a lot of hassle, and we are both very excited. It is a very good morning today, and let's see what's in store for us in Spiti.
A white Spiti.
Yeah, Spiti is going to be very, very white. गुड मॉर्निंग भैया.
गुड मॉर्निंग।
कल ठीक से
ठंड तो नहीं लगे आप दोनों को ज़्यादा?
नहीं, आप ठीक से सोए तो?
हाँ जी, मैं बढ़िया से।
चलो चलते हैं फिर. By now, our trip had already involved a flight to Delhi, a bus ride to Manali, and another cab ride back to Shimla under treacherous weather conditions on a foggy, windy, and rainy night, the why of which will be in a separate video. In Shimla, we contacted Sonam Bhaiya, a Spiti local, and with him, we finally got our Spiti expedition underway and reached Kalpa yesterday to take an overnight halt. Today, we'll be entering Lahaul Spiti district, but for this trip, we'll confine ourselves to Spiti Valley only, which shares an international border with Tibet on the east and a state border with Ladakh in the north, both of which have contributed immensely to the culture of Spiti. Our first major stop today will be at Nako. But before that, we'll be taking a few minor stops. The first one here at Suicide Point in Kalpa. ये है किन्नौर का suicide point. It used to be very dangerous, but now it has been barricaded. You might have seen this famous pic of this place on the internet. It no more remains as photogenic though. But what caught our attention the most here is this Save Kinnaur poster.
यहाँ पर वो कई सारे वो बन रहे हैं ना, ये क्या बोलते हैं?
Projects companies के.
तो उस वजह से आंदोलन कितना बड़े खतरनाक यंगस्टर है ना, तो उस वजह से आपने मैक्सिमम गाड़ियों में भी देखे होंगे कि नो सेव किन्नौर.
अच्छा.
क्योंकि कभी यहाँ अपर किन्नौर, अभी तो हम लोअर किन्नौर में है, तो अपर किन्नौर में भी प्रोजेक्ट्स बनने हैं, काम है, तो उस वजह से ये आंदोलन कर रहे हैं कि वहाँ पर वो ना करें.
There's trouble even in paradise.
Where are we?
At Khaft Bridge, we have taken a halt to have some breakfast.
It's lunchtime.
So we're going to have our lunch. Khab is the place where Spiti and Satluj rivers meet. From here on, we'll enter what is geographically the valley of Spiti River. The Maggie started to taste a tad bit better, the omelette a bit more buttery, and the air a lot thinner and chillier. We started moving along the rolling roads, hugging the banks of Spiti.
Right now we are here in the Nako Monastery. The first thing we saw here is the snow. For the first time we're touching snow on our Spiti trip, and hopefully there is
More to
more
see.
to come.
This one is fairly new. The old and the main monasteries are this side. Nako is surrounded by Rio Purgil, the highest peak of Himachal, and its associate ranges. The old monastery, which was built in the 11th century, has a shrine dedicated to Purgil, the local mountain deity. We didn't film inside the monastery out of respect to local customs and beliefs, but there was a definite touch of Spiti's Gompas inside. Hello! चलो चलो क्या नाम है तुम्हारा? क्या नाम है? नेल पॉलिश। कैमरा कैमरा ये हेलो कर दो कैमरा। अच्छा The kids were excited enough to show us their beautiful lake, and we were not the ones to turn kids down. तुम्हारा नाम क्या है? Tenzing Gyaso, Tenzing Dolma, Karsal, और तुम? कर्मा। चलो कहाँ है लेक? What ensued next made us forget that our main destination was the Nako Lake, and we were dragged from a sense of anticipation of what was ahead to absolutely being there in that moment. We packed our cameras back inside and shot only some of it, which we felt we should keep as memoirs from Nako. तुम लोग स्कूल जाते हो? हाँ। कहाँ? अच्छा, आज छुट्टी है? अच्छा, ये देखो बर्फ। ओह, गिर गया। ये लो।
चलो चलो
A friend.
Hi.
We didn't understand much of her, neither did she of us. But we never felt the need of language to communicate.
ये पानी है।
Oh, this side. आजा। वो लोग कहाँ रुक गए? पीछे? चलो तुम लोग बता दो कौन सी क्लास में हो?
फोर्थ।
तुम भी फोर्थ? सब फोर्थ में हो? सब लोग क्लासमेट हो? साथ में पढ़ते हो?
हाँ बर्फ बहुत गिरा, यहाँ भी गिरा बहुत, तो एक गले सार गिला हो गया।
अच्छा,
इतने आया।
आप ये क्या लेके जा रहे हैं?
एक गाय के लिए घास ले जाए।
अच्छा,
कहाँ से?
हम लोग उड़ीसा।
उड़ीसा। कहाँ जाना? कहाँ
ये बॉटल।
हाँ हाँ,
वाटर बॉटल।
काजा जाना, अभी यहाँ लेक देखने आए।
लेक तो कम ही है।
वो
मिनिशी देखा?
पॉलीथीन।
नहीं
मिनिशी मंदिर नहीं देखा?
नहीं।
इसके अंदर ही मंदिर है।
अच्छा,
ना
इस साइड से जा सकते हैं?
यहाँ से जाने ऐसे
अच्छा। Just a few days ago, Spiti and Nako experienced the season's first snowfall, and everything froze, including the glaciers on mountain tops and much of life around here.
हाँ मेरा दांत
We were not built for consuming icicles at such cold temperatures, but we just went with the flow and we were glad we did. We are finally here at the lake. Karsal, क्या खा रही हो? बर्फ? दोलमा.
ये क्या ये
ये लेक है ठीक है ये एक मिनट लेक पे मारते हैं जोर से मारते जाएगा आ जाओ कैमरा ये कैमरा
We didn't see Nako Lake at its full glory, but I guess sometimes you get more than you've come for.
सब लोग हाय बोल दो.
हाय
We were just so relieved after all the uncertainties we had to go through to make this trip happen. Meeting our tribe here only served to further sweeten the fruits of our labor. We were not in Spiti yet, but for us, Spiti began from Nako. High altitude hiking, grand old ancient monasteries, local Tibetan food, and a lot more. We venture deep into the snowlands of Spiti in the next episode.
We are at Sumro right now, and there is a checkpoint. You have to register entry of a vehicle into Lahaul and Spiti district. We just left behind Kinnaur district. So this is where Spiti starts, to be exact. This is the bridge.